Alright guys, so we're up to part 3 of our how to fix your shoulder pain series. I'm going to show you another 3 exercises today. We're going to start with scapular pull-ups. So you'll just see me doing them there. This is where you're just trying to move your scapula. So you see I'm doing the assisted version where I'm putting my legs on a bench here and hanging from a bar. And then I'm just letting my shoulders go all the way up to my ears, so kind of relaxing my scapula, and then trying to squeeze my lats and use my scapula to pull my shoulder blades down. Now you can see me doing some incorrect versions there. That's where I'm bending the elbows to pull up instead of using my scapula and trying to use my lats to pull my scapula down. So here I'll show you again, this is the full version done from hanging with my whole body weight. So you see I'm keeping my arms dead straight, almost purposely locking my arms out and really trying to isolate my scapula. Now you should really feel this in your lats and even your shoulder blades, so the back of your shoulder blades. Now remember, try not to progress to these exercises if you have any pain. If you have any pain, you need to go back to the previous step and do that for longer. Alright, so there I'll show you some incorrect versions of the hanging again. And then finally finishing with the correct version, locking the arm straight. So what I want to do with them is 3 sets of 6 to 12 reps. And now I'm going to show you some scapular push-ups. So we'll show you the easiest version first. This is from your knees. Most people will start here. These are still pretty hard to do. Now the same thing, you're trying to push your shoulders towards the ground and really kind of round your upper back, and then you're just trying to relax and almost let your shoulder blades kind of pretend you're squeezing a pencil in between your shoulder blades. So it's a very small range of motion, but you should feel it in your scapulars quite a lot, and you might even feel it in your core. So it's pretty important to try and keep a hollow position, which you see I'm doing there. Not letting your back just sag into the ground. I think I'm going to show you some incorrect versions now, where I might let my back. Oh no, I'm going to show you standing. So this is the harder version. So if you find it pretty easy off your knees, then you can do a full push-up version. These are a lot harder. Same thing, just pushing into the ground and then relaxing away. Try not to let your shoulders go forward too much. You can actually see I'm probably not doing the best job of that, even though I'm doing it a little bit. So try not to let try not to use your traps and let your shoulders shrug up towards your ears. Try and keep them back and down. Alright guys, here's some incorrect versions I think. So you see how I'm arching. I'm showing you some good ones first. Now see there how I'm sagging my lower back. So I'm still kind of doing the scapular push-up, but I'm losing that contraction in my core, so you've got to squeeze your butt and squeeze your abs to stop that from happening. Otherwise you're just going to feel it in your lower back. So I'll finish off with some good ones again, or I might. Yep, so see that sag? That's what you don't want to have happen. Make sure you squeeze your butt and your abs. Finish off with some good ones here. There you go, so just that little range of motion. Right, so the other thing that we want to talk about is we don't want to bend the arms. So see, I'm showing you there how when I'm trying to relax my shoulder blades, I'm actually just relaxing my arms and almost doing a push-up, just bending my arms. So same as with the scapular pull-ups, you want to lock your arms straight, almost try and twist your hands into the ground to really lock out your elbows so you can really isolate the scapula. Alright, the last movement we're going to do is just a braced standing dumbbell shoulder press. Now we want to do 5 to 10 reps per arm, and it's super important to do this tempo. So we're going to go up, and then you're going to go 3 seconds on the way down, 2-second pause at the bottom, and then back up. Now I'm just showing you how you want to brace your core. So same thing, we don't want to get a big arch in our lower back. We want to keep our core nice and braced. So squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt, and getting that shoulder, that dumbbell right above your shoulder. So pressing straight up, almost getting your head through slightly. And here's, I'm doing the tempo there. So press up, 3 seconds on the way down, 2-second pause at the bottom so you can't rebound, and press back up. And just using that offhand to keep yourself braced. Alright, I'll probably show you some incorrect ones in a little bit. Now I'm just showing you there, you can twist the dumbbell, that's fine. If you want to twist it at the top and then have it more neutral on the way down. I find when you get bigger dumbbells, if you don't have it more neutral on the way down, it gets in a really weird position. So I do like to have it in a neutral position on the way down, but you can twist it on the way up if you prefer. So just showing you with a bit heavier of a weight. See, so when it's in that position there with that bigger dumbbell, it's really awkward and you're probably going to do the movement incorrectly. So yeah, super important with the tempo, guys, and keeping your core braced, not arching your lower back. Now I'll probably show you some incorrect reps here, where when you press up, in order to get the dumbbell over your shoulder, due to lack of mobility, you're actually just kind of arching your lower back to do that. So we don't want to do that either. If that's happening, you need to spend more time working on your mobility and in steps 1 and 2. But if you can squeeze your abs and your butt and get it sorted out and still get the dumbbell finishing overhead, then that's fine. Or if you can do it, some people will be able to do it with a lightweight, but with a heavy weight, they won't be able to do it. So just pick a weight that lets you do the reps correctly. So see how we don't want that either. So if that's happening, you need to spend more time doing your hanging, improving your shoulder mobility. See how I'm pressing up and the weight's in front of me now? That's actually going to cause more shoulder pain. And then I'm showing you there how you might be really finishing there when you're braced, and then when you're not braced, you're getting it overhead, but really that's still doing the damage to your shoulder. So you shouldn't be doing this movement unless you have the correct mobility to finish in that overhead position. Alright, so there's the steps, guys. We want to work on day 1 doing step 1, day 2 doing step 2, and then day 3 doing what we went over today, and then you can just repeat that. And then you might want to have the 7th day off, or you can have a day off in between your 3 days. Thanks heaps, guys. I'll leave that on the screen a bit longer for you. Thanks so much for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, it really helps out a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks again.